beside me, stars align. I drive through California with my mother. Golden skies chasing dreams, we go farther. Highway lights, palm trees in Nevada.
Okay.
My heart beats here, rolling with my
Aber immer nur Rap Station.
But nothing shines brighter
Nur ein paar Plätze, ne? Ich muss da abholen. Ich guck da mal unterwegs, ob ich da noch so eine Reparaturstation vorkomme.
I drive through California with my mother. Golden skies chasing dreams, we go farther. Highway lights, palm trees in Nevada. But my heart beats here, rolling with my mother.
Ja, diese komischen Breakers war halt ignorieren. Weil ich habe ja ausgestellt, dass ich müde werden kann.
Some of the places we're planning on performing this next year, we're talking about going to Germany, we're talking about going to Bulgaria, and India. India's on the list of new places we're going to visit. And I'm excited about India. You know, when I was telling people in England that we're going to, to India, I had Indian people telling me, oh, it's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. It's amazing. And I just stare, and the guy goes, "What are you staring?" I go, "Because your voice doesn't match." Oh, you think we all sound like? I'm sorry. I live in America. Indians over there keep it real. I'm sorry. And I have nothing but love and respect for Indian people. I'm going to tell you something right now. Indian people in the United States are the hardest working people I have ever seen. And that's coming from a Mexican, okay? And I'll tell you why I say this. You will never see an Indian person with a sign that says, "We'll work for food" in the United States. And you will never see an Indian person committing a crazy crime. Like, when was the last time you heard of Indians robbing a bank? Look, everybody. Oh,
als ob das nirgendwo ist.
Because it doesn't happen. First of all, Indian people are so nice and they're so sweet.
Laufmodus.
I can't see it. You know, you're gonna rob a bank. You need a.
Stimmt, die haben reingebracht, haben das laufen kann, ne?
I said, get your ass on the ground now. I can't imagine. Would you please take the money? Why are you laughing? I am talking to you. Forget this. I'm out of here. I don't need this.
It's just 1 week now until the 2026 FIFA World Cup gets underway in Mexico City.
What is this?
That's a rug.
Did you buy this rug because the neighbors are coming?
Oh my God. Joe, you remember Peanut Hog?
Bit of a contentious environment in here, so I understand.
We love a contentious environment.
She's fine, but he is a fucking weirdo.
You know, they seem cool, and she's so pretty.
Have you got tequila?
Joe, put on some music.
What kind of music you into, Hawk?
What is Sade?
What is Sade?
She loves that.
We only get a few chances for meaningful relationships in life.
What is going on here? This is fucking crazy!
Can we please do a reset?
Is this from a podcast?
Yes, it is.
We did come down here tonight to invite you.
Zugeben, das ist besonders viel.
Join us.
Us.
Me too.
Sorry, we don't have people over very often.
Something strange is happening in America. From the silent deserts of Utah, to the deep forests of Yellowstone, to the bright skies over Texas, people are witnessing events that have no explanation, no science, no logic, no official answers. Just mysteries growing every single day. Today, we explore the 5 real incidents shaking America right now. In November, deep inside the Red Rock Desert of Utah, a helicopter crew spotted something that should not be there. A tall, metallic monolith standing alone in the middle of nowhere, perfectly polished, perfectly shaped, as if someone placed it there recently. But here's where it gets strange. Just days later, the monolith vanished. No footprints, no tire marks, nothing but a mark on the ground, as if the object simply dissolved into thin air. To this day, nobody knows who placed it or who removed it. Across Arizona, New Mexico, and parts of Ohio, thousands of people are reporting the same thing. A deep, vibrating hum that can be heard late at night, even through walls. Some describe it as a diesel engine idling underground. Others say it feels like the sound is inside their skull. But the strangest part? Not everyone can hear it. Only a small percentage of people pick up the frequency, and it drives some of them to the edge of sleep. Authorities have no explanation, no machines, no earthquakes, no military activity, nothing. In Florida, residents woke up one morning and found an entire lake gone. Lake Jackson, a huge freshwater lake, simply drained away in less than 24 hours. Where the water once stood, now there was only a massive dry crater. Muddy cracks, sun-baked earth. A natural disaster that made no sound, except for one massive roar that locals reported hearing the night before. Scientists say it might be a sinkhole, but even they admit, the speed at which the lake vanished is something they have never seen before. Park rangers across Yellowstone and Yosemite are quietly sharing the same terrifying reports. Sightings of tall, shadow-like figures moving between the trees. Not animals, not people, something else. Captured on night vision cameras, these figures appear to be over 7 feet tall, with long arms and no visible face. One ranger, who wished to remain anonymous, claimed, "We are told not to talk about it." Whatever these entities are, they appear when the forest grows quiet and disappear the moment light touches them. Then came the night Texas turned blue. Dozens of cities across the state lit up in a sudden, electric blue flash that lasted less than a second, but was bright enough to turn night into day. People rushed outside, confused, filming the sky with their phones. NASA denied any involvement. Air traffic control reported nothing unusual, and military radar showed no activity at all. Whatever caused the flash came from nowhere and vanished just as fast. These mysteries aren't from movies or legends, but real events happening right now across America. Some say they're natural phenomena. Some believe they're military experiments. And others think we're being watched. But the truth is simple. Something is changing, and we're only seeing the beginning. Tell me, which mystery shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more real stories like this, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves mysteries.
Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Good.
Boah, ist das laut. Ah, hier nicht sehen wir direkt der Zug. Gut. So, jetzt habe ich die Strecke. Ich muss aber irgendwo einmal dann abbiegen. Für der Reparatur.
And insisted any sanctions relief is contingent on Iran surrendering its enriched uranium. Iran's chief negotiator also warned if Israel's assault on Lebanon continues, Iran will not only walk away from negotiations with Washington, but will move into direct military confrontation with Israel. It comes as the Treasury Department announced a new round of sanctions targeting 4 Iranian cryptocurrency
nur eine Tankstelle reparieren kann, und zwar dann an der.
Israel killed at least 8 people in southern Lebanon Tuesday, including 2 children and their father. The strikes hit multiple villages. Entire Israeli bombs hit buildings next to the hospital, killing 4, wounding 127, including hospital staff. This is a Lebanese mother whose newborn son was in an incubator.
Ab nach Montana. Nach Lewistown. Lewistown.
War ich richtig? Hier muss ich. been here in the incubator for 9 days. I came here, breastfed him, and went to Burj El Shmali. My husband and I heard about
Bremse, aber Bremse wollten nicht.
here. The whole hospital was damaged. I ran straight here to see my son, and thank God I found him okay.
In Gaza, Israeli forces killed at least 4 Palestinians in separate strikes across the besieged strip Tuesday.
Oh. Das Lied, als wir von meinen Dings als wir losgeflogen sind. Die losgeflogen sind nach Amerika. Ach, der will hier rein, oder was? Also will er jetzt rein oder will er mich durchlassen? Also eine sehr komische Position, mich reinlassen zu wollen, ganz ehrlich. Ja, der wollte wirklich reinlassen. Aber von da denn? Ich meine, das ist nett, danke, aber von da? Kann ich da irgendwo reparieren? Mein Tank werde ich auch, obwohl ich nicht muss, aber kann ich auch irgendwo reparieren hier? Will ich nicht. Zu wissen, aber den kann ich da leider nicht. Ich trotzdem immer noch mal einen Halt finden, wo ich reparieren kann. Das ist das Problem, was ich habe. Junge.
They told me I was volunteering to save lives. Instead, they strap me down and turn me into something that doesn't have a name.
Yeah.
Every breakthrough in history required sacrifice. I was given a mission to build the most advanced weapon this world has ever seen, and I delivered.
Das Rot ist reparieren, okay.
People were lost along the way. That is the cost of progress.
Hier.
faster, stronger, more lethal than anything that has ever walked a battlefield.
He told me this program would save lives, regeneration, healing, and I believed him because I wanted to. But it was all a lie. There was never a healing program, only the serum and the chair and the tanks. I watched Zerkayn transform, and I did nothing. I took notes while innocent people were dragged into that chamber.
32 innocent people stolen from their homes. Not soldiers, not volunteers, just people who disappeared and never came back. They died in glass boxes while the men upstairs signed papers for more. Now they want to hunt me down. Good. Let them come. Because the thing they made me into doesn't stop. And I remember every single face in those tanks.
Das Radio aussteckt, muss man da machen. Ist schon laut, das Radio.
Got the map laid out on the dashboard glass. Nissan Armada and a full tank of gas. From Portland Lights to Crater Lake Blue. Every mile's a memory made with you. Rain on the windshield, forest all around. Country roads where peace is found.
Da kommen wir lang, es dauert.
Mountains whisper, don't look back as we cruise these.
Ich darf hier 80 fahren, Alter. 80 Meilen pro Stunde ist crazy. Wir sitzen zwar nicht in Oregon, aber ist egal. Dass da vorne hin es heller ist als ein Rückspiegel. Also ein Außenspiegel. Ein Price. Willkommen Price. Richtung Salt Lake. Yeah.
Yeah. West Coast vibes. Sunset riding, California. Palm trees swaying by the ocean side. Cruising down the highway with the top down ride. Golden sun shining. Got the city on glow. From the hills of Hollywood to the streets below. Late nights white lights, dreams in the air. Everybody chasing something, everybody got a prayer. From Venice Beach, gators to the stars on the screen. California living like a never-ending dream. And we keep on moving, never slowing down. Hear the bass line, knock all around the town. Feel the breeze from the coast, let your worries fade. Out here in the Golden State. California dreams, California nights. City full of stars and neon lights. Hands up high, let the whole world know we're riding through California. Watch us glow. California dreams under endless skies. Sunsets paint the world in red and gold tonight. From LA to the Bay, let the story unfold. California heart, California soul. From San Diego waves to the Bay Area flow. Every corner got a story, every street got a soul. Low riders bounce while the speakers last. Living every moment like it might be the last.
Doch, da war doch auch. Ich dachte gerade.
Ocean breeze collide, different walks together on the same coastline ride. Everybody got a hustle, everybody got a plan. Trying to make it big in this promised land. West Coast rhythm in my heartbeat. Every sunset feels bittersweet. No matter where I go, I know California's always home. California dreams, California nights. City full of stars and neon lights. Hand up high, let the whole world know we're riding through California. Watch us glow. California dreams under endless sky. Sunsets paint the world in red and gold tonight. From LA to the Bay, the story unfold. California heart, California soul. Yeah, Golden State forever. West
Die
Coast
Garage kaufen,
forever.
will ich aber nicht.
California dreams.
USA Radio News with Chris Barnes.
At a high school north of Detroit, a 16-year-old boy, a 14-year-old girl, and a 17-year-old girl all showed up for school today, but before the school day was over, they had been shot and killed by a fellow student at Oxford High School, a 15-year-old who's now in custody. He opened fire at the school and also wounded 6 people, 5 students and a teacher. The undersheriff of the county telling reporters on Tuesday evening,
we received over 100 911 calls into our dispatch center, over 100. Deputies took a suspect into custody within 5 minutes of the original 911 call.
No word on the suspect's motive. The schools in the district will be closed for the rest of the week. CNN suspending anchor Chris Cuomo indefinitely after allegations surfaced of him trying to help his brother, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, when he faced sexual harassment accusations. And you're listening to USA Radio News.
AwesomeHealth.com.
Senators on both sides of the aisle say they want to protect consumers from potentially hazardous counterfeit products this holiday season. GOP Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee among them. She says third-party online retailers who advertise on social media are making it difficult to tell the difference between real and fake items and deals. Democratic Senator Richard Blumenthal says loopholes in current laws do need to be fixed. The U.S. Public Interest Research Group says fake or mislabeled goods can put children at risk of choking on small parts or toxic materials. Just one example of the prevalent hazards. The city of L.A. is banning ghost guns, the council approving an ordinance that prohibits the possession, purchase, sale, and transportation of guns that don't have serial numbers. Violators could face fines of up to $1,000 and 6 months in jail. This is USA Radio News.
Lights out. No theater.
With news about a bipartisan lawmaker trip abroad to address a special issue, here's USA Radio's Tim Berg.
As tensions run high between China and the United States, 5 United States lawmakers defied Beijing and visited the contested island of Taiwan last week. Congresswoman Nancy Mace was a member of the bipartisan group. She joins Fox News to discuss a controversial trip abroad.
The Chinese embassy sent an email to every single person on that trip, every member of Congress, demanding that we cancel the trip. And I don't take orders from Communist China, and neither do my Democratic colleagues. And we did the trip anyway.
China lays claim to Taiwan and has increased military intimidation as part of its campaign to put pressure on the self-ruled island.
There have been headlines about an alarming annual rise in school fights across the nation, but a medical school professor says the number hype is overblown. Clinical psychologist Dr. Rochelle Hansen with the Medical University of South Carolina says it's because of virtual school deeply lowering 2020 statistics. She says the numbers are closer to pre-pandemic levels. She says adults can help students by keeping better control of their own emotions and setting a better example. And former Notre Dame football coach Brian Kelly is arriving in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where he's going to take over a struggling LSU program. And for USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.
Okay. San Diego Dreams, okay. Nehmen wir California Dreams, das ist San Diego Dreams.
Ocean breeze, I'm feeling fine. Golden rays on the county line. Cruising down the 5 again. Windows down, my only friend. Palm trees sway, the surf rolls in. Another day where the world begins. From La Jolla down to the bay. I could stay here every day. San Diego, you're my sunshine soul, where the nights are warm and the waves still roll from Pacific Beach to Old Town Lights. You're the calm.
Junge, warum denn so langsam? What the fuck?
San Diego, my California dream, where the water's blue and the hearts still gleam. Every sunset burns like gold, and I never wanna let you go. Barefoot walks on mission sand, the sound of laughter hand in hand. Tacos, tunes, and ocean view. Every song reminds me of you. Downtown glow, the city's alive. Skylines kiss the starry sky. Balboa lights and midnight rides. San Diego, where my soul resides. San Diego, you're my sunshine soul, where the nights are warm and the waves.
Ich muss Level 22 war das, was ich werden muss, um den besseren, also den LKW zu holen, den ich holen will. Ich glaube, das Geld dafür habe ich sogar schon tatsächlich.
And I never wanna let you go.
50, nicht 30.
Cliffs of Point Loma to the pier at dawn. Every tide reminds me life goes on. Under palm tree skies, I feel so free. San Diego, you're home to me.
Oh, Ampel wird rot.
San Diego, you're my sunshine soul, where the nights are warm and the waves still roll.
Oder auch nicht. Ich dachte mal, blicken ist, wenn der rot wird.
You're the calm in my restless life. San Diego.
Waffeltopia. Irgendwie hört sich das tatsächlich echt lecker an. Provo.
San Diego, I'm never gone.
Ab Richtung Salt Lake City. So Stadtbremsen ist doch eine heftige Kurve. Das ist aber okay. Ja, Platz gemacht, sehr gut. Haben wir einen Dankesuchen?
From the cliffs of Point Loma to the pier at dawn. Every time.
Aber jetzt nur, weil ich nicht weiß, wie jetzt Dings geht. Nicht Hupe.
Under palm tree skies,
Gedriftet.
I feel so free.
Jackie reinbringen. Aber langsam ist mir zu langsam. Ach, der will ja runter, deswegen. Hat er geblinkt? Ich hab's gar nicht drauf geachtet. Wildlife, das in Dawn. Ach ja, die Straßen wieder. Oh, was für ein Switch von der Sonne. Just Science. Okay. Wir können die nächste Wiegestation fahren. Danke sehr. Der arme Dude muss da drauf. Ach ja, gemütlich. Das lustig. Oh, Noah hat Geld gemacht. Noah ist im Level aufgestiegen, ist ja okay. Nicer. Irgendwann, wenn ich dann den hier, wenn ich mir einen neuen kaufe, also den ich haben will, dann hole ich mir noch einen neuen Dinges dazu. Einen neuen Mitarbeiter und dann kriegt er den hier. Dann habe ich 2 Mitarbeiter. Ich habe meine neue Karre, aber ich muss hier schon runter. Ja. Bis 80. Wo ich 80 schaffe. crazy. Oh, hier geht's bestimmt runter. Hier könnte ich 80 schaffen. Jawohl, da ist die 80. Die Frage, ob ich die 80 halten kann. Was ist denn Mod?
In a sign of growing discontent over the military campaign in the Middle East, 4 Republicans sided with Democrats in the vote. The president has previously dismissed as unconstitutional any effort to limit his war powers. And
Denke aber, das ist richtig realistisch.
Social platform calling out the Republicans who back the resolution, describing them as grandstanders and saying they should be ashamed of themselves. Well, shortly before that House resolution, Mr. Trump downplayed recent Iranian attacks on U.S. bases in Kuwait and other Gulf states and insisted a deal could still be finalized as early as this weekend. But the Iranian
war ein kurzer Spaß mit 80. Oh, schöne Landschaft hier.
Progress has been made. Our correspondent Tom Simons gave us this update from Washington.
Gut, nur noch jetzt gucken, Mann.
A symbolic vote by the House of Representatives. What's happened is that 4 Republicans have voted in favor of this resolution to tell Donald Trump to stop the war in Iran. Now, the problem is that this is not the sort of resolution that is legally binding, and it has to go to the Senate, and there.
Das ist geil da. Mit den Häusern, du. Ah, die sind keine Häuser, okay. Das sah gerade nur so aus. Ein Felder gewesen. Aber die Idee wäre geil, wenn noch Häuser wären.
But none of that is going to happen because this is not that sort of congressional resolution. The other thing to say is that the White House has always said that it is not involved currently in a war. Why is that relevant?
Wie weit habe ich noch? 31 Stunden muss ich noch düsen. Wie Kilometer sind das? Wie Kilometer das sind? Oder ist ja nicht Kilometer, aber Meilen. Ja, 542 Meilen, aber ich noch jung, ne? Das ist ein halber Roadtrip hier. Ja, nicht ganz. Also der Roadtrip letztes Mal war noch irgendwie 8.800 Meilen oder so. Innerhalb von 4 Wochen. Irgendwie schönes Gebirge, kann man das nennen? Vielleicht schönes Gestein. Ah, ich muss auf die Wiegestation. Schade.
His job is to protect both the US forces and the US more generally, and therefore he needs that flexibility.
Tom Simons.
USA Radio News with Chris Barnes.
Ja, sorry.
Struck and the death toll from the Kentucky tornado is still rising. Governor Andy Beshear says it's now at 77. There is just one person listed as still missing. The governor is saying late last night that Kentucky is going through quite a lot, but it's not defeated or broken. And Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, of course, represents
Ding hat mich angegriffen. Ein Backflip gemacht, mich angegriffen. Ich
was there yesterday meeting with local leaders in Bowling Green.
They've got a system down that's absolutely spectacular. Somebody shows up with a chainsaw, with a buddy, pick a site, send them out, and it's been a remarkably well-organized cleanup and recovery effort.
As it continues a troop buildup along its border with Ukraine, Russia is now demanding that Ukraine and other ex-Soviet nations be barred from entering NATO. This is USA Radio News.
Aber natürlich erst wieder noch mehr Schaden gemacht. Die war auf 10% runter, das wäre auf 13.
It's been a year of trials of national interests with an update on one of them that's still underway. Here's USA Radio's Wendy King.
There was emotional testimony from former Brooklyn Center, Minnesota police officer Kim Potter as she took the stand in her own defense during her manslaughter trial. She's accused of shooting and killing Dante Wright, a 20-year-old black man that she had pulled over for having expired tags. She said her stop went out of control when Wright tried to drive away while her partner was leaning into the car.
I remember yelling, "Taser, taser, taser," and nothing happened. And then he told me I shot him.
Potter said she thought she was reaching for her taser, but grabbed her gun instead.
JP Morgan Chase paying the government over $200 million in fines after what was called widespread record-keeping failures.
Halt dürfen Reize schaffen.
Radio News.
Und erwischt außerdem deine Waffe.
The US Postal Service is reaching a settlement with the NAACP over
Kann mir gut vorstellen, dass das sehr oft passiert in Amerika.
The Postal Service has agreed to take what it calls extraordinary measures to get ballots delivered for the 2022 midterm elections. Weekly reports will be provided on service performance starting 6 weeks before the actual elections. Mail-in ballot guidance will also be publicly posted no later than February 1st for federal primary elections and October 1st for general elections. The NAACP filed the lawsuit in 2020, arguing the changes made in the delivery system were unreliable and led to confusion before the election. Workers at the deadly Astroworld Festival in Houston might not be getting paid. An email obtained by Rolling Stone shows a manager representing the festival's promoters workers would not get their paychecks unless they sign an amended employment.
Es gibt ja doch wieder Gas, der Arsch. Was ist mit denen, Mann?
And score more productions from liability. A revised contract in the edit states that employees assumed full responsibility for injuries or damages at the festival. Tiger Woods back on the golf course, the golf legend hitting the links yesterday with his son Charlie at the PNC Championship Pro-Am in Orlando. Woods had last played competitive golf a year ago at the same event. For USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.
Hotel gewesen, ne? Shadows of the Creed. Sehr schnell, aber es hat funktioniert. Mit VR noch. Die Grafik ist nicht die geilste, so. Aber trotzdem das Feeling haben. Mal Gas. Kostet wieder bei 70 drauf. Schnellfahrers. Geil. Auflieger 2% Schaden. So ein bisschen abgezogen nach dem Geld, das ist nicht so geil, ey.
Standing tall and proud in the land they call Idaho. Golden fields and rivers wide, stretching far beneath the sun. Every mile feels like home, where my heart is always run.
Was ist das für gelbe Dinger?
Idaho, sky so blue. Where the eagles fly and the pine trees grew from the Snake River's winding flow to the peaks covered deep in snow.
Ungefähr bei Hälfte Sprit gucke ich mal, wie weit ich noch habe, ob ich dann noch Dings besuche. Oh, Prager Gang.
No matter where this road may go, I'll always belong to Idaho. Campfire glowing through the night, stars are shining crystal bright. Stories carried by the breeze, dancing through the cedar trees. Small town lights and friendly smiles, hard-working hands and country pride. There's a beauty in this simple life that money never could buy. Under Idaho, sky so blue, where the eagles fly and the pine trees grew from the Snake River's winding
So kommt man los.
to the peaks
Ja.
covered deep in snow. I found my freedom, found my soul in the valleys where wildflowers grow. No matter where this road may go, I'll always belong to Idaho. When the world feels far away and the nights seem long and cold, I close my eyes and see those hills and the
Scheiß auf 25er Bremsen, die haben wir.
memories I still hold. Under Idaho, sky so blue.
Schön, ja.
Every sunset paints a brand new view. Through every season, high and low, my heart beats strong for Idaho. I found my freedom, I found my soul in the valleys where the wildflowers grow. No matter where this road may go,
So bin ich hier gerade?
I'll always belong
Nähe von Postman.
to Idaho.
Okay.
damage is significant.
That's Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear as a tornado ripped through 4 states, including his last night, and it might have carved out the longest tornado track in U.S. history of recorded weather. At least severe weather leaving a trail of damage across the central U.S., destroying buildings, killing at least 1 person. That number expected to rise. The Washington Post says the deadly tornado that started near Moab, Arkansas, tore through Missouri and then Tennessee and then traveled about 240 more miles to Mayfield, Kentucky. It makes it the first tornado to cross through 4 states. Governor Beshear saying
Graves County and specifically the city of Mayfield have been hit really hard.
The weather believed the cause of an Amazon warehouse collapse in Illinois, where several workers are still trapped. And this is USA Radio News.
Life is for trying new things, having fun.
Is an equal opportunity employer.
There's a chance coronavirus booster shots may be required for Department of Defense workers, as Press Secretary John Kirby has told reporters. Leaders are having, quote, active discussions about whether or not to make them mandatory. The CDC recently recommended booster shots for all adults in light of the Omicron variant. Bob Dole made a last appearance at the World War II Memorial on D.C.'s National Mall on Friday when his casket was transported there after a funeral at Washington National Cathedral. The late Senate Majority Leader was a decorated veteran of the Second World War. Speaking at the World War II Memorial, actor Tom Hanks said of Dole,
"To appreciate the life and the accomplishments of Bob Dole, simply look around at where we have gathered today at this National Memorial to the Americans who gave their lives for the common good."
Bob Dole died last weekend. He was 98. This is USA Radio News.
Hi, it's Melissa Rivers with a great holiday gift idea from Terms Apply.
President Biden is slamming Kellogg's for its plan to replace striking workers.
Wollen sich entscheiden, welchen Präsident wir haben?
Late Friday saying that
Das ist aber eine ältere News, ne?
At Kellogg's, in his words, existential attack on the union. He called collective bargaining an essential tool that's used to protect the rights of workers. This after the union rejected a 5-year contract and Kellogg's followed suit, announcing the permanent replacement of 1,400 workers across 4 states. Janet Dogar is now reportedly facing legal trouble as People is reporting the eldest daughter from the former TLC show 19 Kids and Counting was charged with endangering the welfare of a minor in September. On Thursday, her brother Josh was found guilty of receiving and possessing child pornography. A musician most known for his role as one of the original Monkees has passed away.
Schick hier. Irgendwann mache ich gleich mal, aber nicht heute. So, ich guck mal so, dass man irgendwo hinfahren kann. Man kann ja aussteigen. Da will ich mal so ein bisschen die Wildnistung angucken. Gucken, ob das dann geht. Aber das mache ich nicht heute. Das mache ich irgendwann mal.
But after an honorable discharge, he attended some classes at San Antonio College. He moved to LA in the late 60s when he landed that part for the Monkees TV show. He had a nice solo career in the years that followed. Again, Mike Nesmith was 78. For USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.
Die Station muss ich wieder hoch. Ich glaube nicht, weil ich vorher abbiege, ne? Ach, geht die gerade. Ah, ich muss auf die Wiegestation, aber ich bieg doch rechts ab. Die ist ja gar nicht auf meinem Weg. Digga, ich war doch nicht ganz rüber, um da raufzufahren. Darf ich rechts oder ich darf rechts? Zahl ja die paar Dollar da. Man. The last best place, okay. Statement. Darf man nicht mehr in Minus machen, da ist die 13.800. Dann ist alles in Ordnung. Was ist das, eine Schule vorne? Oh ja, das ist eine Schule. Oh. Kanadische Flagge hier. Wir sind nicht vertan. Wilson Auditorium. Gaskarre. Guck, du bist ja so viel nicht. Schick hier. So wunderschöne Kleinstadt hier eigentlich, muss ich sagen. Muss ich nicht sagen. Gefällt mir. Little Park, so ein Park hier. Alter.
Into the night.
Nach Billings oder Butte? Oh, wo ist nach Billings?
One night I was drinking on the bus and I go to put my cup down.
From
schon Spaß, das Spiel. Mit der Musik so ganz gemütlich, lang Drive. Oder so schöne Range. Die Müdigkeit haut gerade. Aber ich muss noch ein bisschen fahren, leider. Next ride. Oh, wait.
May your road stay clear and steady from dusk until the dawn.
Überrascht.
USA Radio News with Chris Barnes.
The U.S. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy saying today that the coronavirus pandemic appears to have originated in Wuhan, China, and many are asking Congress to investigate that further.
Die letzte Alpha gestartet habe, sage ich mal. Ich glaube, ich hier dran vorbei. From the desert dust to the ocean bay, I'm rolling, yeah, I'm rolling through the USA. Rolling on that endless way. I'm a trucker's soul in the USA. Schöne 24 Stunden, also quasi den ganzen Tag jetzt. Und 130 Meilen. 130 Meilen für den ganzen Tag, so crazy. Ah ne, das ist die Zeit, die ich habe, um das abzugeben. Ich habe noch 2 Stunden, die ich fahren muss. Ja, ganz unten steht das. 24 Stunden ist aber die Gesamtzeit, wo ich Zeit habe, das abzugeben. Weil diese rechnen ja die Zeit natürlich noch mit drauf, wo du normalerweise pennen würdest. Aber ich habe das Schlafen habe ich ja ausgemacht, das müde werden. Deswegen muss ich ja nicht pennen. Hab dann halt so viel Zeit. Schon kleiner Sheet irgendwie. Aber egal. Ist ja Singleplayer, ne? Bin dir egal, du. Hey, Eugene. Du hast grün. Du hattest grün. Na gut. Alles gut. Das ist immer so, ne? Wenn ich nach hinten gucke, was ist das für ein Grün? Crazy. Oh, right turn. Na gut, ich darf auch jetzt gar nicht runterfahren. Das ergibt Sinn, du. Among the Stars. Starfield Soundtrack. Was für ein Chor gewesen.
Stop!
Die schwarze Steine. Liegt gleich wieder die Welt dunkel. Wer denn drauf hier? Einfach nur Straße und dann Panne. Digga.
I told you. You are a normal boy. And you're going to start acting like one.
Wer hat hier Vorfahrt?
You think you're something special? There
Das
is
ist
nothing
Vorbei-Stop gewesen?
special about you.
Keine Ahnung.
I've always wanted to know about my parents.
Your parents were the kindest, bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever. And they stood up for what they believed was right. The next time I see you, we'll be in Hogwarts.
Das ist ein Streifen? Keine Ahnung. Aber so ein Parkstreifen.
Mr. Potter, I think we can expect great things from you.
Einmal rüber. Oh, ich darf was runter von
Let's see who you are.
Are you really Harry Potter?
Das ist aber die Serie, ne? Also beziehungsweise Netflix-Dingens. Ein Trailer dazu, Teaser dazu. Was ich runtergeladen habe damals. Die Abwechslung auf dem Radio.
I get irritated very fast. Small things make me mad. This is not a joke. This is an example, because I want you. And let me tell you right now, for the 5 people who have never heard of
San Francisco breathing colors in the mist. Golden Gate Bridge dripping gold when it twists.
49 Minuten, 41 Mal.
Waves are crashing on the base of
Hä? Oh, ich bin aus Versehen wahrscheinlich auf den gekommen. Bremse oder so. Entschuldigung, aber wie langsam werde.
Koi Tower humming, shadows bend in time. Echoes paint the skyline in a spiral of rhyme. South Park visions flicker on a glowing screen. Cartoon prophets laughing at the spaces in between. Drifting to the night where the city melts away. Fries from Wendy's turning galaxies.
Falls. Oh, Lewistown. Ich glaube, ich bin schon in Montana.
Crossing through the fog, I see the rainbow breathe. Bridge becomes a serpent with the stars on its teeth.
Ein Unfall.
Voices in the cable sing a cosmic song, telling me the universe was here all along. South Park illusions dancing in my head, lines blurred together, truth and dream widespread, laughing with the skyline, floating with the tide.
Jetzt ist das Ziel schon. Bin da.
Cosmos open wide, drift into the night where the city melts.
Nice.
Fries from Wendy's turning galaxies to clay. Golden echoes falling through a technicolor hour, dreaming by the bay beneath the Coit Towers.
Erste unter Lewistown. Oh, was ist das für eine Kommune hier? Crazy.
San Francisco whispers in kaleidoscope tones. Every street a portal, every light a stepping stone. Bridge of endless colors, sky forever white. Lost but I am found on this golden cosmic ride.
Nice. Sammler von Unternehmen. Erledige Aufträge für mindestens 15 verschiedene Unternehmen. Geile Maliko. Level 15 bin ich schon.
Lifting off into the neon night.
Eine Strecke 948 Meilen war das.
All those dreams below my feet. A city that never sleeps. The strip's alive, it's burning gold. Stories shimmer, never told.
Wo wird die gefragt?
As we rise above the endless glow.
Kann ich mir teure Sachen machen und dann kriege ich mehr Geld. Länge Logistik. LL. Ja. Aber das war's von dem Stream, Leute. Also bis dann. Ciao.